All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another World Cup predictions. Don't ask. You better not knowing. It's better not knowing. We are back with some more of this shit. Um, Unless you like it and it's not shit, I guess. But welcome back to the World Cup predictions. We are on to the next stage, the next chapter of the story, the next game of the tournament, the next part of the puzzle. We're in the next match. It is the round of 16. It is Canada versus Morocco. The host nation, one of three, will be contending to keep their place in this tournament. And it's Canada to step up first in what could be a very, very interesting game, to be honest with you. I can't lie, this is quite intriguing. Because, of course, Canada will have the host advantage, unless, of course, it isn't being hosted in Canada. Then I don't know. They'll still have the host country advantage. Um, where is this taking place, actually, before we go into it? I know on the game it says BC place, so we're going to leave it there because it's Canada and that. But where is it actually taking place? In Houston? What's the point in having having Canada, man? Because it's whatever. I think all the rest of the games are in America, though, to be fair. Um, but in this, we're gonna have it in Canada because they deserve it for getting to the round of 16. So, without further ado, we will maneuver into the settings as my cat continues to stare at me. I'm recording this more or less straight after the Colombia Ghana one. I'm just being stared at. Paranoid. Anyway, 10-minute half, legendary difficulty on, and quick subs on the ball will be changed because we're in around 16 now, so we're not going to be using the red and white. We're going to have a look around, see what we want to use. What do we want to use? Umbro. If Umbro only got one ball, I think they do. You know, we'll go with the one. We'll go with the one Umbro ball for this one then. So the ball will be Umbro League of Ireland. It just looks kind of cool. I know it's the Irish League football, but fuck it. Full match intro always. We're at the BC place. I know they're having it in America in real life, but we're giving Canada their fucking chance because they bloody deserve it. I don't know what accent was. Summertime when the weather is fine. I think it's a 6 p.m. in real life, so we're gonna go for 1 p.m., which makes sense, I think. And then weather is gonna be. We'll put overcast. Actually, put partly clear for a change. Natural grass, obviously, and the pitch color will be nice and green. So these are your teams then. Was that the other cat? That was the other cat. These are the teams then for your game against each other, ladies and gentlemen. So slightly concerned about Canada's centre back situation. I don't know if the Defoe's role is the choice here, but yeah, it's the choice they've gone with. As for Morocco, looks quite strong, but again, maybe the centre back spots are the weakness. Crepeau in goal for Canada, Alfonso Davies and Alistair Johnston. I'm not going to be able to do everyone's first name because I don't know them all. But Davis and Johnston as the fullbacks. Davis captaining the side. Cornelius and Defoe's role will be the centre back duo. In centre midfield, it will be Estacquio and Saliba. The best Saliba at the tournament so far. Am I wrong? Miller off the left, Buchanan off the right, and the front two, a duo of Jonathan David and Kyle Larin. Jonathan David, of course, in contention for the Golden Boot. Kyle Larin, very important in the first two games for Canada as he scored twice. For Morocco, then, it is Yassin Bono in goal. Mazraoui and Hakimi as the fullbacks. Hakimi captain in the side, but the less I said about his personal life, the better. There's a lot of footballers like that at this World Cup, and it's kind of coming out of the woodwork, and it's a little bit concerning that they're being allowed to play. Riyad and Diop as the centre back options. El Anawi and Bouadi as the centre midfielders. Do like the look of Bouadi. Unfortunately, is being linked to Manchester City, so we might have to boo him soon. El Canus off the left-hand side, Brahim Diaz off the right-hand side, Hunahi at cam, and then up front is the new forward for Bayern Munich in Saibari. I'm not sure if where he'll play or if he'll play, but Harry Kane surely has number one spot in that side. Saibari will most likely either be the backup or he'll play in a different position. So, for the first round of 16 game, then at the BC Place, 10-minute half-length, legendary difficulty, authentic game type on a cloudy afternoon. Yeah, we changed the weather. It is Canada versus Morocco to see who will be the first country to make the quarterfinal stage. It's getting fucking big time now, alright?
This is the kind of occasion we all relish as football fans. Non-stop hype all week long, and now for the action. Well, hello to you from a city that's always a joy to visit, Vancouver. We're at BC Place for this game. I'm Derek Ray, and keeping me company here on the commentary gantry is Stuart Robson. And the
I don't know why, it feels like I've got something stuck in my throat, so if I suddenly, like, unplug my mic or whatever, I'm trying to clear my throat, but to no avail so far. I did it before I started recording this one. I don't know really what to expect, maybe I'm dying. For reference, I'm not dying, but it's really getting annoying that it's just stuck there.
And here's the starting lineup for Canada.
Teams have been decided, and this is Canada's, like we said, the first host nation to step up and see if they can make it to the quarterfinals. There's Eustachio, who saved them against South Africa in real life, shooting them into this round. Can he and Canada go further? Or will we have our first host nation exit? Looking on the other side of the coin, it is Morocco, the AFCON champions, posing for their team photo, and we'll get into their team news momentarily. But they look ready, and this is their team, picked by Mohamed Ouabi. And of course, Morocco only just scraping through by the skin of their teeth on penalties, knocking out Netherlands in the round of 32. It was a very close game. In the end, it was won out by the AFCON winners. You can put asterisks around that all you like. It's up to you. But they're the ones that made it. And Netherlands were the ones that got knocked out. And Canada will kick this off then in their home stadium as one of the host nations. I know in real life they'll be playing in America. But they're a host nation. They're getting a fucking stadium in this game whether they like it or not. And I'm sure they'll like it. I don't think they'll be against it. Canada in the red, going from left to right. Morocco in the white, going from right to left. And I'm going to be honest with you, and this might ruffle some feathers. I think we're going to have our first host nation elimination. Morocco, I feel, are just too strong on their day. Canada will obviously have the crowd on their side. I know it's going to be in America, but they'll still have a lot of crowd on their side. But will that be enough to carry into a result? I've said 1-0 for this. I think it's going to be one of those close ones that Morocco steal. But it really could go either way. And Jonathan David could send it the way. Oh, Kyle Laren nearly did send it the way of Canada early on. Left onside, it's a good save, but they'll be coming back for more. However, yeah, I think Morocco just had that little bit more. Sorry, Canada.
Still some defending to do. And play halted, free kick given.
Foul there. And Eustachio won't be the one to take the free kick just yet, but he will be now. It's saying at the middle, it's away by Chadi Riyad and away by El Nai.
Mazraoui. Issa Diop.
Just kind of
Unahi.
not really a lot of pace in this game just yet. Obviously, we've just started, so I'm not expecting, breakneck speed, but I'm expecting something a little more here.
Mazraoui.
Mazraoui, Elnoi,
Unahi.
Buadi, Unahi, now Brahim Diaz,
You can sense the threat is there.
Sabari,
Feel they get a chance soon the way they're playing.
knocks it out to the left.
Unahi.
Mazraoui, very advanced here, as is Hakimi. Could get hit on the counter here, Morocco, if they're not careful.
Defensive
It's
Brazilians
Buchanan
to
that
shut
picks it
them down.
up. Saliba that plays it on to Jonathan David. Laren's asking for it. David
Liam
doesn't
Miller.
think he can make that pass, and Morocco got back in time.
Hakimi. Unahi.
This could be one of those that goes to extra time as well, in real life. I don't think it will in simulation, but in real life,
Liam Miller.
because they're two teams that are quite good. I mean,
Now got into
Morocco,
position.
I guess in terms of ability, I'd give the advantage to, but they didn't look $100 or $1 million, I should probably say. They looked $100
But timely
against
defending will
Netherlands.
get
They
back
didn't look fantastic, but
in. Johnston.
Canada didn't look great against South Africa either. So it's like, well, who's going to look less shit, I suppose?
Eustachio. Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it.
Boadi cuts it out, and Morocco go away again. But now Buchanan cuts it out. The passing has been poor from both sides so far.
Eustachio.
There's not enough power on some of these to play it through.
It looked routine.
Riyadh closed
Read
it down,
well.
and it's away by Morocco again. El Kanous to Sabari. It's back to Unahi. Boadi.
Azzedine Unahi.
Oh, Noi. Middle to Sabari. Brahim Diaz. Unahi.
For me, they're too patient.
Just kind of pass it back and forth here so far, which I guess is get a feel of the ball. Try to get the right attack here, not losing the ball. The key as well. Smart play from Morocco.
Now with Hakimi. Impressive build-up.
I've absolutely no idea what Unahi's doing, but it worked. At least to keep the ball. El Kanous closed down by Johnston, and it's away, is it? Buchanan getting pressed.
But he keeps
They
the
should be
ball.
able to handle with the pressure. Buchanan to get the ball back.
Tejon Buchanan. Derek Cornelius. Buchanan. Eustachio. And the ball with Alphonso Davies. Liam Miller.
Cornelius on to Miller. Saliba knocks it back to the first roll.
Alistair Johnson.
Eustachio, Johnston, the first roll.
Derek Cornelius. Cornelius.
Drink as much water as I can to help this fucking throat. I don't know what's up with it. I have no idea what's up with it.
And he read it well, intercepting it. Mazraoui.
Game number 89 of this World Cup. The first of the round of 16.
That's a
It's
good
dead
ball.
heat so far, but Hakimi
And after the
has
corner,
room to cross it in. It's blocked only as far as Buadi. Brahim Diaz closed down by Cornelius. And Canada
they have the ball
did
again.
smartly play it away initially, but Brahim Diaz winning it back. Sabari can't get the ball through the gap, and it is away this time again by Canada. Will it be fully cleared? I don't know, but it's away for now.
Miller. Composed and patient passing.
David to Miller.
And
Now
unfortunately
Davis.
for him, he had worked his way
Ref
into
says
an
offside.
position.
And I think everybody in the ground could see that was
Been a
always
bit of a
gonna be
low
offside.
quality affair, this one so far. Just offside from the captain. Doesn't feel like there's going to be a lot of goals in this. That's why I predicted 1-0 to Morocco, but it could quite easily go the other way at this point. It's been a bit of a dead game. Could change though, Hakimi. Could have maybe tried to play out to Brahim, but goes back to Buadi, and the give and go has not worked. And now Hakimi is out of position. He's got the pace to catch up if he needs to, but gets caught out. Eustachio, ball in towards David. It's away by Chadi Riyadh. Unahi,
The attack.
Brahim Diaz out on the right hand side now for Morocco.
Brahim.
They use a lot of the right hand side more than the left hand side. I've noticed this Morocco side. That wonder if that's because the captain's on it. Anahi, Sabari. They play the ball through and forward for to play it all the way back again. El Kanous gets tackled. Maybe that's why they don't use the left. Saliba will get it away. Down the line, Buchanan to Jonathan David.
Buchanan
Uses Buchanan again.
Johnston.
Johnson picks out David. Good pass. It's closed down by El Anai. I'm probably saying that completely wrong, by the way. It's probably El Ainawi or something like that. Ainawi. We'll try to go for that. I'll probably forget. El Ainawi. On to Anahi. Now Kanous. Morocco. Trying to find a way through here. I don't believe either team have had a shot yet. Good change. Must be a lie because Kyle Larin had an early opportunity for Canada. And Sabari can't turn defense roll. And away by Canada. And defense roll so far today. Had doubts, but he's been alright. He hasn't been the worst. Unahi. El Ainawi. Out to Bouadi. Diop. Closed by Jonathan David. Saliba to Buchanan. Johnston. Saliba again. Closed down by Unahi. Bouadi. El Ainawi. Maraswai. You see why I don't want to fucking comment it. Just say the plays over himself over and over again. Kyle Larin could be through here for Canada. It's played back to Saliba. On to the captain who tries to play it one more. Maybe should have taken a shot there, Alphonso Davies. As Hakimi helps get it away.
Canada unable to retain possession.
I wonder if Davies takes a shot on there. Does he score it? Potentially. I guess we'll never know. Saibari out wide to El Kanous now. Morocco to come. And then go backwards. Enticing football, this.
This is a joy to watch.
Yeah, they make it look so easy at times, don't they?
And that is offside.
Offside. This time, I believe, against El Kanous. Kind of slowed down on the commentary because there's not really to commentate about. Been quite a dead half. There's been good passing, but there's just that final ball that's let both teams down so far.
Mazraoui. Well, it's a very attractive pass.
Will it be a Morocco goal before the break? Brahim Diaz tried to slide it through. It's closed by Johnston. I wonder if Brahim could have taken it on his own. Brahim closed down by Davis. That'll be the last chance of the half potentially from Morocco. Might get one more actually. David's not done a very good header there.
Credit due, a good intervention.
Away by Canada.
Well,
1 minute of injury time to come. Don't know how they managed to pick up even a minute of injury time from this game. It's been fairly ongoing, but you just don't know. Are they going to try and play it forward? No, probably not. Oh, hold on. David.
Buchanan.
Johnston. Buchanan. Is it too far back? No, Saliba. Into Johnston. Back to Johnston again. Kyle Larin. I thought they'd taken it too far back, but no, they have not. And it is Canada who take the lead in the round of 16. Canada, as it stands, will be the first quarter-finalists.
Done really well here. He's in the right place and then a decent finish.
The first time Canada have ever made the knockout rounds at World Cup, and they're making a very good stab at it. As they are 1-0 up, right on the stroke of half-time. Kyle Larin popping up again with a vital goal. Does that put Canada in pole position? Or do Morocco have answers? We won't find out until after half-time now, but that is a pivotal goal for Kyle Larin and for Canada. No chance they're going to let the half continue beyond that. And the BC place is thumping and bumping as Canada take the early, well, not take the early lead, but take a first half lead right at the end of it. Anahi not doing brilliantly. Morocco as a whole not doing brilliantly. Don't seem to be creating chances. They just want to pass it around for the passing around sake of it. It is giving Canada the opportunity to take the lead, which they've done. 50-50 in terms of possession. However, 2 shots on target for Canada to Morocco's none at all in any variety. And 1.4 expected goals to 0.0. Now, that makes it interesting because Canada, probably the underdogs in this match, but they have the lead. Will Morocco bring something in the second half? Who knows? What we do know is these are the ratings. Man of the match so far for Morocco is that Neil? Is his name Neil? Neil El Ainawi, the man of the match, 7.5. I didn't think you would call him Moroccan Neil, but maybe he's not from Morocco originally. Anahi was 7.3. I mean, you call him child what you want, but it just doesn't seem like a very Moroccan name. Anyway, Anahi with a 7.3. Bouari 7.2. Decent midfield outing so far, but they need a bit more than a decent midfield outing if they're going to get to around the 16. Chadi Riyad doing alright in defence, but everybody else below him struggling. Brahim Diaz, Akraf Hakimi, Yassin Bono as well. Did save the first attempt from Kyle Larin, couldn't save the second one. And it means that it's 1-0 to Canada. Mazraoui, El Khanous, Sabari, Diop, all struggling so far, yet to have an actual effort of Morocco. I'm sure that will change in the second half, but will it be enough to keep them in the World Cup? Nathan Dylan Saliba, man of the match for Canada in that first half, 7.5 for the Koné replacement. Alistair Johnson with an assist at a 7.3 from right back. Fair play to him. The first role did have doubts about him, but he's proven me wrong so far. He's been very good this first half. Tayon Buchanan trying to make things work down the right. Stakio, all right, I guess. Cornelius, decent. Kyle Larin, outside the 2 shots he's had, has been largely uninvolved, but I don't think he'll care because he's the one that's got the goal to put Canada potentially into some quarter-final football. Liam Miller, Alphonso Davies, Jonathan David, and Maxime Crepeau all struggling for ratings, but in Crepeau's defence, Morocco haven't done anything for him to, have a rating off of. He hasn't been able to save anything because Morocco haven't shot. He's had 1 pass the whole game. It feels like he's just been watching the game go by. He might have a bit more to do second half, depending on what Morocco decide to go for, but they have to go for at least a goal. And if you're Morocco and you're the favourites, you're probably expecting to be ahead by now, but you're behind at the worst time at the end of the half. And now you've got 45 minutes to save your World Cup campaign. So heading into the second half, no substitutions yet, but you've got to believe there will be very, very soon. As it is Canada 1, Morocco 0. The first of the host nations. Could they be the first of the host nations to reach the quarterfinals? I wouldn't rule it out, I would not rule it out.
Oh, moving it nicely.
So, I mean, they're already coming in. Sapari close down by Stakio, though.
Derek Cornelius.
It's raining again outside.
Now with David.
Larin.
Well, it's a good
David.
Is there a
Miller.
goal in the future?
David. Davis.
Quick thinking
Close
defensively.
down. I do think Morocco will level at some point. Just haven't shown how they're going to do it yet, but they feel to, it feels like they should, I guess. Hakimi into Brahim Diaz, closed down by Cornelius. No way. Maybe he won't. Canada living a bit dangerously there. Sabari could have picked one of those passes off, in the end doesn't. And Canada will just play it around. They do have the advantage.
On to Miller.
What will they do with said advantage? Will they find another goal? Or will they just continue to hold off Morocco? What is the game plan? Estaquio to Miller. Backwards to Estaquio. For the gap to Jonathan David. Bouadi closes it down and it's away by Chadi Riyad. El Ainawi to Inahi. Mazraoui. El Kanous. Inahi. Just playing it around again, Morocco. But not playing it around well because they've lost the ball. And I thought Morocco might come out the second half all guns blazing, but it's not been like that at all. And it could be Canada. It's not going to be Canada. Issa Diop gets in the way, and this is their chance to counter. Benahi to Brahim to Hakimi. Ball in towards Saibari, but not a good connection at all. Just couldn't find the target. And it's a change. It's going to be Saibari, and we see why he was punched on the floor in frustration because he's been subbed off for El Kaabi. Does he have the facilities to put Morocco level and potentially ahead? Inahi, Brahim Diaz, back to Inahi, Ainawi, Mazraoui. They're passing too fast for me to commentate. Bouadi, Hakimi tried to play it through, but it's closed down by Miller and away by Cornelius. Now, at what point, if you're Morocco, do you start panicking? Because you're against the country, you're expected to be beating, and then Jonathan David nearly gets it 2-0, and if not for Chadi Riyad, potentially would have been.
Well, a top-notch piece of defensive judgment.
Yeah, that's the way to snuff out pressure.
Canada are knocking on the door. And so far, Morocco letting them in. 1-0 Canada.
It's a neat move. An alert piece of defending. Well, we have 30 minutes to go. Unahi. Well, they're eyeing that final pass, you just feel. I think I spoke too soon. Wasn't the best of passes finally. Eustachio. Now with Miller.
Ball through to Miller.
Oh,
out wide to Davis. Miller, Eustachio. Saliba. Davis. Going to give here, if anything. Saliba closed down by Chadi Riyad. This is not what Morocco need if they're going to be the ones to get back into this. Because Canada have been the better team second half as well so far.
Yeah, I've been really disappointed.
And that's got to be a concern.
Azzedine Ounahi. Mazraoui with it. Mazraoui. Azzedine Ounahi.
This is not looking good, Brev, if you're Morocco. It's looking very good, Brev, if you're Canada. They look to be making some changes here. So maybe try and shore up this 1-0 lead. Sick these bloody 1-0 leads. For some reason, the other team that is 1-0 down forget how to attack. Bombito coming on for Defoe's role, who put in a good shift, to be fair. And that's who I expected him to start, but no, he's on the bench. Bouadi floats one in. Bombito takes it straight back out. El Kanous, Inahi, El Kaabi. Will there be a goal here from Morocco? Not. Just pass it around in circles and hope for the best, because they'll just get cut out by Canada like they did just there. Now it could be Canada that go.
Could be dangerous. Great block.
Buchanan blocks it. Oh, sorry, Mazraoui blocks the ball in through Buchanan.
Doing a fine job of protecting
El
the ball.
Khanous.
Azzedine
I get
Ounahi.
hiccups. Bouadi out to
20
Mazraoui.
minutes remaining.
Just about keeps it in. I am
Ounahi.
of the full opinion now that Morocco just can't be arsed. So fair play to them, I suppose.
Attractive build-up. Ounahi. And a tidy ball.
Yeah, he saw the run so quickly there.
And Canada have the ball again. Kyle Larin. On to Miller. Can they
It's
pull
looking more,
further
like I said, it's
away?
looking more like a Canada 2-0
Miller.
than a Morocco 1-1 at the moment. Or changes requested for the host nation.
Good looking cross. Not in fact a good, but
Bono has to come and
straightforward play
claim.
by the keeper.
15 minutes left for Morocco to stay in the World Cup, and I'll be honest with you, it doesn't look good, Brev.
Hakimi. Ounahi. Promising attack. Brahim.
Ounahi,
Brahim.
Brahim, back to Ounahi,
Ounahi.
El Kaabi,
Promising
Hakimi,
possession, this.
Brahim.
Well read to put an end to
Jesus
that attack.
Christ, Morocco, you are.
Now counter-attacking
Morocco are
possibilities.
shite, aren't they?
Well, annoyingly, nothing comes
You know what, go
of
on,
it.
Canada. You deserve this. You've earned it. Morocco have been wank.
Ounahi.
And even though it's them we'll most likely see again over Canada, I mean,
It's
I really
with
hope it's
Diaz.
Canada, to be honest.
Good strong play on the ball.
Just doesn't give them a chance, does he?
Brahim. Ounahi. And pressing for the equaliser.
Just been shit, innit?
Ounahi. Mazraoui with it. Hakimi. Brahim. Very effective pass. Genuine chance. Oh, he really bruised the crossbar.
Well, there's a half
Keeper didn't have
opportunity.
too much time.
Caught by Crepeau. I'll be honest, I'm
Well,
locked
how
out of
close was
this.
that? Will they get another chance to get this equaliser? Time's running out on them now.
Mentally locked out. Morocco
And
have
back with
bored
Crepeau.
me to the fucking hilt. If they somehow
Almost
equalise
at full
this,
time, and the home side on
I'll lose
course
my
to
marbles
eke out
because
a
this has
narrow
been
win.
fucking
Your
boring.
thoughts?
Yeah, just about edging it overall. It's been a really tight game, hasn't it? Chances at a premium, and you have to praise their defending in that regard. Just got to see out the final few minutes now. No silly mistakes at the back.
Well, a growing sense of frustration. Just can't get near the ball.
Yeah, they're in total control here.
Alistair Johnston. Good looking move. And snuffing out the danger. Ounahi.
Are they going to do anything, or is it not worth me
It's
looking up
Diaz.
from my phone? How long have they got left? 1
They're
minute.
wondering about stoppage time. 1 minute to be added on.
They need a goal, they need it now. They actually need to move the ball forwards. So they're probably fucked.
Or can they find a late leveller? Showing good ball control.
Brahim. Yeah, sick. Morocco might be the most boring team we've done these simulations with, low-key.
Contest to an end. It's a victory for Canada. And Stuart, a
They just
wonderful
provide
defensive
nothing.
overall performance.
They didn't dominate the game by any chances and just about deserved their win.
And I think it's fair to say he'll be happy with his own contribution in this game.
Well, he was excellent today, and he gave them that all-important lead. They just struggled to cope with him. His movement was so clever.
Well, it's a 1-0 win for Canada, but, like, fuck me. That might be the worst. That might be up there with some of the worst simulation games we've had. We've had some bad ones. We've had some stinkers. We've done 89 of these fuckers. And that might be up there. Not a way that you really want to start the round of 16, but Canada are the first host nation and the first country in simulation anyway to make it through to the quarterfinals. So big statement from them as they host this World Cup. Legendary AI winning for the 89th time. Let's wrap this up and then let's end the video because that was definitely a football match. 56 to 44 in terms of possession in favour of Morocco. They've changed numbers as I've clicked on the fucking match facts. I know you. I see. Yeah, I see you. EA. 55 to 45. Then fuck me. I had 3 shots to 2 in favour of Canada and 1.7 expected goals to 0.7 in favour of the host nation. Gets them over the line. Morocco didn't even have a shot on target, with Canada having 2 on target and 1 finding the back of their net. So, taking a look then at performances. Man of the match goes to Bouadi of Morocco, somehow. He did good though, to be fair. It's just the rest of his team that were a bit fucking... What the hell is this formation? 7.7 for Bouadi anyway. 7.6 for Anahi beside him. 7.5 for El Arnaoui on the other side. Anyone get 100 passes? Oh, Anahi getting 85. Interesting. Okay. Jedi Riyad was solid at the back, but obviously didn't matter when Canada had the goal advantage anyway. El Kabi apparently did well when he came on. I didn't really realise that he did much. Hakimi with a 6.9, underwhelming from the captain. Mazrahi as well, not fantastic. Brahim Diaz, when he got moved in a little bit more, he was a bit better. And same with El Kanous, but while they were on the outside, struggled. Issa Diop, poor. Yassin Bono, 2 shots on his goal, 1 save, 1 conceded. Not great from him either. And Sabari struggled as well. For the Canadian side, then, it is Estacio who gets man of the match. 7.3 for the man who sent him to the round of 16 in the first place. Nathan Dillon-Saliba, 7.2, not too shabby. Alistair Johnson with an assist and a 7.1. DeFuzrol with a 7.1 as well. Like I said, he had a really good defensive showing. Surprised he wasn't on for longer. Alphonso Davis with a 7. Cornelius as well, kind of doing well at 6.9. Liam Miller, I felt he had okay game. Could have done a bit more maybe. Didn't even click that, but there you go. Kyle Larin though, the difference maker as yet another 1-0 in the fucking, you know, predictions. It seems to be a lot of 1-0s. But a goal anyway for Kyle Larin, who sends his team through to the quarterfinals. 6.7 for him. Everyone else, poor. Buchanan struggled. Bombito, obviously, he was on the bench, so Carol will give him too much flack. Crepeau, 2 shots in the general area. None going in. 1 hit the crossbar, though. I must have missed that one. Jonathan David with a 6.1. He did not show up. But at the end of the day, Canada got the dab, and I think that's all they want. And they got the place into the quarterfinals. The first of 3 host nations to get there. I know Mexico face England in the next host nation game. And I cannot remember for the life of me who America faced. But I am going to go check before we close this video out. Oh, that doesn't help at all, does it? They face Belgium. There you go. So, Mexico have England. USA have Belgium. Those are the other host nation games. Will all 3 host nations make it through to the quarterfinals? I don't know, but in simulation, one has. However, I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. I don't know if you managed to enjoy this one, you are insane. But if you have, I hope you enjoy the rest of the World Cup as well. And take care. We'll see you in the next one, as we now go down the route of the round of 16.